Hi team, I keep thinking I'm going to do some sort of Zoom, and maybe I still will get a chance to, but I thought, you know what, I can make a video of some stuff that I've been thinking about, and hopefully you'll find it helpful. I was thinking about daily activity, what can we do every day to try to keep pushing our businesses forward. Number one is taking the products yourself consistently. And if you need to set alarms on your phone or put your ProBio 5 by your toothbrush or whatever you need to do to make sure you remember, because that's going to affect your results. And people notice that, obviously. Uh, Another thing that has really made a difference to me, even though it often feels like it's not making a difference, um, is to daily message people. I use Facebook, but I know some people who like to use the phone a lot. I feel like I don't have the time and focus to use the phone, but I think it would be much more effective if I did. Facebook works well for me because I can just squeeze it in here or there when I have a chance. So what do I do with Facebook? I try to post about Plexus almost every day. I definitely take Sundays off on purpose, and oftentimes I end up taking some other day of the week off also, often Saturdays. But my goal is at least 5 days a week, hopefully 6 days a week, where I'm posting something about Plexus. It can be anything. It can be about a specific product, just explaining what a product is. It could be saying something about some of my results, or finding a testimony of somebody that I know, or finding a testimony of someone that I don't know. And often I have to reword things or say that I read something about this, because you kind of have to be careful how you say things, of course. But that's what I do. And sometimes I definitely talk about the business aspects too, just explain things. People just like information. I like information. So I'm constantly trying to think, what were things that I wanted to know before I started Plexus, and how can I answer those questions for people? And then I also try to post 2 other things for every one Plexus thing, just to keep it not too Plexus heavy. Hope people feel like I'm a real person, and not just some automaton for Plexus, right? So I post pictures of my kids, recipes. Anytime I have any sort of question, I love to ask opinions on Facebook, because people love to share their opinions, and I think it's interesting anyway. And that's a great way for them to interact with you. So the more that they're interacting with you through comments or whatever, the more likely they are to see your posts in general. So that's always helpful. Another thing that I do is try to say happy birthday to everybody when it comes up. That's super helpful. I try to be genuine about it. And that's really helpful, because a lot of times there are people on Facebook who never post, like ever. So you kind of forget that they exist, and whether or not they see your posts, they're never commenting. So if you say happy birthday to them, that kind of puts you back in their, I don't know how it all works, but they're going to be more likely to see your posts also. So that's super helpful. I'm constantly, not constantly, but every few days, looking through the people you may know, or anytime that I see somebody comment on somebody else's post that I'm like, hey, I should be friends with them. I'm constantly friending more people. And my goal, I've heard of people who try to friend like 3 new people a day. That sounds really tough to me. I don't meet enough people to do that, but I am constantly looking for more people to friend. I've been trying to do better with this, even like people that I meet at the park that I strike up a conversation with, try to find out their info and if they're on Facebook. Just always looking for new people, more people, or someone's mom that I forgot about, or, whatever, just anybody that might be interested in Plexus, or just anybody in general, even if I don't think they would be. Because So that just gives you a wider base of people to talk to. Okay. And then, hold on. Because that just gives you a wider base of people to connect with and hopefully spread Plexus good news, right? Okay, so when I message people, I use a 3x5 card, index card system. It's nothing special and complex. This box has people that I'm still following up with, so this has all my customers in it, everybody who's under me on my team, and some people who are even level 2 and level 3, depending. Not all level 2 and level 3, but some. And I just am constantly cycling through them. My goal is to message about 3 people in this box every day. And it might be as simple as, did you see my last message? Or how's it going with your Plexus products? Or and sometimes it's more complex, like trying to answer their questions, etc. So that's what this box is for. This box is packed full. This is my no box. This is all the people who have told me no. Now, some of the people are like no-nos, as in either they're already taking the products from somebody else, or they were a very definite no, like don't ever contact me again. Okay. But a lot of them are people that's just like, not now, or maybe another time. So I every now and again kind of dig in here and find some more people that maybe I can message again. But I try to give these people space and time before I do that. But look at all that. That's how many no's. So that's the system that I use. I already said I try to follow up with about 3 people every day, and then I try to message at least 1 new person every day. That doesn't always happen, but that's my goal. So 1 new person could be someone that I saw post on Facebook about some health issue, then I message them and say, hey, why don't you try this or whatever. Or it can just be me digging through my Facebook friends list and thinking, who else have I not contacted? And that's why I keep this whole big thing of no's, because otherwise sometimes I actually forget if I've messaged people before or not, so it's a reference point. And these are in alphabetical order, which is super helpful. All right, keep it up, ladies. There's nothing like keeping at it consistently. This summer I did not do a good job with that, and I can totally tell in my business. So I wish you the best, and ask me lots of questions.